Let's start off with Turning Point USA, okay? I think it's fair to say a lot of attention has gone to Turning Point USA, which, by the way, for the people that are putting it together, that's a good thing. You want a little bit of controversy. You want a little bit of challenges. It helps the brand because everyone's watching. Now, it is a very weird setting that's taking place with the challenges. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
When the first speakers came out, Ben Shapiro, boom, puts everybody on blast, calls out Tucker, calls out Megyn, calls out Candace, opening, 20-minute speech, gets off the stage. Tucker comes back. We address this. He comes back and says, did something happen earlier? Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. I wasn't paying attention anyways. No, I'm lying. I did. I watched it. So he gave a speech, and he called everybody up, and then he said, why are we so scared about Muslims? And then all these things, people are like, wait a minute, why are you bringing Muslims into this at a Christian event? And then afterwards, Humberto, if you're with me, in sequencing, is it fair to go to Megyn Kelly next when she was asked about what do you call it? Ben Shapiro's comments, not the Barry Weiss. Let's go to Megyn Kelly with Ben Shapiro first. Megyn Kelly's being asked about Ben Shapiro, and she reacts and she's like, we used to be friends. Humberto, if you don't have it, just go on Twitter and find it. You do have it? Okay. I think, is that the one? Press it to see if that's the one.
There was also some response where it seemed like that call was being co-signed by the new head of CBS News, Barry Weiss, and I wanted to know if you wanted to respond to that as well.
No, this is the second one, Humberto. What I want to show is Megyn Kelly comment. I don't know if did you guys see what she said about Ben Shapiro?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, she made a comment about Ben Shapiro. If you just go on X, you'll be able to find it. I'll send it to you here.
Is this the one she said, we used to be friends, but I put him on, I helped him start his career, but this was an inappropriate attack.
I think it's very important for the audience to see it. I think it's very important for it's right there, Rob. Right there, Humberto. Okay, make that one bigger. Go ahead.
Your name came up on this stage last night in regards to pretty much all of this. Would you like the opportunity to respond?
Well, I found it kind of funny that Ben thinks he has the power to decide who gets excommunicated from the conservative movement, which shows a willful blindness about his position in it. It reminded me a little of when the girl who was the head of our middle school chorus told me she was going to take all my friends away from me. Chorus? A head cheerleader maybe, but so I resent the whole thing. I object to the whole thing. Ben and I, he had the nerve to call me a friend right before he called me a despicable coward for not calling out the people he once called out. So he both wants to parent me and be my child. He wants to tell me what I have to do and who I have to say what to. And then when I don't, he and some of his friends want to act like utter victims because I won't do what they say. They need me. I have to be their daddy and step in to protect them. And I am not their daddy. And I resent that he thinks he's in a position to decide who must say what to whom and when. Thank you. So I don't think we are friends anymore. I've been a very good friend to Ben. Nobody knew who the heck Ben Shapiro was when I started putting him on my shows on the Fox News channel. And I helped make him a star. And I've been very, very good to Ben over the years, and he's been good to me too. He just recently came on my tour, as did you, and I gave him the most kind introduction I could possibly give him because I know that he's losing subscribers a lot. And so I tried to do something nice for him by giving him a long 10-minute intro and personally vouching for him. And we mixed it up on Israel out on stage. It wasn't Israel because we're on the same place on Israel. We mixed it up over whether Tucker Carlson should be excommunicated from the conservative movement, which I do not believe. And thank you. And when it was over, we hugged, said goodbye, and then we had a nice text exchange a couple days later saying our friendship was important to us. And the next thing I saw was him attacking me on stage last night as a coward. So that's not friendship.
Adam, your thoughts?
So Ben is not doing any favors by making an enemy of Megyn Kelly. I think Megyn Kelly is a very, very necessary voice, and it doesn't make any sense to make her an enemy. Other than that, I agree with everything he said and did. So, James Lindsay, I think we've had him on the podcast, maybe not, James Lindsay. This is what he had to say about what it means to start a splinter cell. So Charlie Kirk and Nick Fuentes were not friends. Is that fair to say?
No.
Okay. If anything, Charlie Kirk vehemently oppose everything that Nick Fuentes says and does and is. I've spent time with Nick. We spent time with Nick. People ask me all the time, condemn Nick. He's the worst. I go, he's a young kid. He has time to grow. Tucker Carlson, on the other hand, he's not doing anybody any favors by saying, I buy houses in Qatar. Why? Because I'm an American. What kind of bullshit are you spewing? Candace made the, in my opinion, absolute stupid sin of attacking a grieving widow. And what Erica Kirk has done when she said, I'm busy building. If anything, if you're ever like, what should your default position be? It should be there for the grieving widow and mother of 2 kids without a father and Charlie Kirk's legacy. That's like a default position for me. So Candace attacks that. Erica has been nothing but classy and basically said, I'm working, I'm building. Do you think that Charlie Kirk wants Turning Point Amfest, which they did this weekend, to carry on or to die off? Clearly to carry on. So when she's going out there saying, I don't have time for the BS, I'm working, I'm building, this is what she's building. So Ben, I think for the most part, was absolutely right about talking about the splinter cells that are being built within Turning Point. And Megyn Kelly, is my opinion, is not part of that. Tucker is. Nick Fuentes is trying to be, but he's a destroyer, not a builder. Talented at that. He's an absolute destroyer, not a builder. And Candace, to me, is doing something that Candace was very beloved by many people. This is the challenge with Candace. Everybody appreciated Candace. Everybody enjoyed Candace. I did my best not to attack Candace about disagreements, whether it's Israel, whether it's BLM, whether it's feminism. We invite the criticism, we invite debate. For me, the red line is you don't attack a grieving widow. And you don't accuse Turning Point of murdering their leader. To me, that's a non-starter.
Well, when you say that, Megyn Kelly came out and said that never happened, okay? At an event that she had, because Ben Shapiro came out and said that she Ben accused her of accusing Candace of accusing Erica. I know this is like a lot of accusing.
A lot of them.
And then Megyn came out and said, no, that never happened.
Well,
but then,
okay,
right, well, it's true.
Right, what do you mean by attacked?
Okay. What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean by attacked? Like, which point, like, when did she attack her?
What are you asking?
When you said Candace attacked Erica, what do you mean by that?
Have you not watched?
No,
any
I
of
have, but like,
Candace's clips?
I have,
Our
like,
friend Connor actually pulled
specifically.
me aside the other day, and he goes, I just want to say, you just do some research. 3 months ago, Candace was averaging 1 to 2 million views an episode. Okay, follow the money, follow the views. Now she's averaging 4 to 5 million. Doing what? Attacking Turning Point. So don't play dumb with me that you don't know exactly what Candace is doing. And Candace doesn't need to come out and say, I think Erica Kirk killed her husband. But when you do every thumbnail with the faces of Turning Point, you make assertions and you insinuate, hey, I don't know, but I know, but I know, but I know, but I know. What the hell do you know? To me, that's just a red line. God forbid anything happened to PBD. The last person I'm questioning is Jen or the people in this room or Tom. Why would, to me, that's so disgusting to me. That's it. Other than that, the beautiful thing about the conservative movement is debate.
Let's stay on this with Megyn Kelly.
Sure.
What do you think about what Megyn Kelly said, Brandon?
No, I think it's totally fair, and I think that Shapiro is being weird about this, and yeah, he's losing subscribers because like an 8 million subscriber channel is getting an average of less than 100,000 views per episode.
Can
It's
you
not
pull that up so
not
we
by
can see it?
accident, and I'm still unclear on what's the difference between asking questions and attacking. I think there's a big difference. I'm thankful that Candace is still actively asking questions because there's a ton of, like, an endless supply of weird things that haven't been answered.
Fair enough. You should ask questions, but there's a difference between, like Tucker, for instance, plays dumb. Is it better to be dumb or play dumb? I don't know. Let me just pretend I don't know what an ally or an enemy is. I don't know. What's an ally? I don't know. What does that even mean? And then says the next sentence, Qatar is a huge ally of ours, and I'm buying a house in Qatar because I'm an American. To me, that's playing dumb. When Candace insinuates, I don't know, but I know, but I know, but I know, you're playing dumb. So if I asked you a stupid line of questioning, so Brandon, like, how does it feel to be gay? And you're like, I'm not gay. It's like, well, I don't know. I'm just asking. Because a lot of people are saying that you're gay. You're like, I definitely have a girlfriend. But it's like, I don't know, bro.
You're asking.
You seem gay.
Yeah, but
so then at some point you're going to be like, dude, shut up.
But there's reasons for her to ask the questions she's asking. She's not coming out of left field and asking a question
Let me
has
ask
no
you a
basis
very
around
simple,
it.
direct question. So without the bullshit, do you think Erica Kirk is happy with what Candace is doing or very upset? Answer that.
No, I think she's upset with it.
Bingo.
And they had a long conversation the other day because of it.
And is Erica moving on from that and want to address that? Or she's staying stuck in Candace mode?
I'm not going to pretend to know what's going on inside
let's use her
head,
words. You don't need to pretend. She said, I addressed it, we're moving on, and she put together an event. By the way, why isn't Candace in any of these events? Why doesn't she show up?
Because she's asking difficult questions about the people that are running the events.
So you can't show up?
I don't think they want her to show up.
So to me, that's a non-starter. Candace, quote-unquote, friend of Charlie Kirk, friend of the organization, now she's an enemy? She's going about this all the wrong way by just asking questions.
But what's the right way? By forgetting it? Because I'm thankful that she's kept the conversation alive, because if it wasn't for that, we move on from things so fast.
Who's moving on from this?
Everybody.
Investigation.
Everybody's moved on from the investigation. What are you talking about?
Nobody's moved on. So don't make dumb comments like everybody's moved on.
The only reason we're still talking about is because Candace is asking questions.
Candace is the only reason that people are focused still on Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
It didn't have to do with the fact that they just had a massive organizational meeting?
Let me ask you a different question.
Everyone's focused on AmFest.
Let me ask you a different question when it comes down to this. Net positive for the Republican Party. Rank them today.
In what regard?
That's helping for midterms that's coming up next year and for 2028. Net positive.
Man.
Net positive.
That's tough. I'd say maybe J.D. Vance is a net positive. Maybe Marco Rubio net positive. But as far as people on social media go, Tucker's kind of split in the base. Ben Shapiro split in the base. Megyn Kelly's not as much splitting the base. Candace is definitely splitting the base. So yeah, all the biggest public figures.
So what is breakdown? What do you think the Republican Party right now needs? Vinny, I'll come to you.
No,
what do you think
good.
the Republican Party right now needs? With everything that's going on with Megyn Kelly, okay, the comments she made, so the Ben Shapiro comments, the Tucker comments. Then there's also a video of Candace calling out Ben Shapiro. If you want to play that clip as well, I'm sure you have that out there saying "F you, Ben Shapiro."
It's right underneath the Megyn Kelly one that you have right there, right where you highlight underneath.
You know what they need?
Go ahead, play this clip.
With it. This one is so fully off of the mother effing plantation. Truly, Ben Shapiro, fuck you and the midget horse that you rode in on. And I say that on behalf of the world. I know you're going to get applauded by Konstantin Kisin and Andrew Christ is King Clavin and all of the people, the men who have to keep applauding what you do like you're a 4-year-old to make you feel good. But the rest of the world can't stand you. You're obnoxious. You have absolutely no values that exist outside of the Talmud. You describe yourself as a Talmudic Jew.
Right there. Okay.
And I've learned
what do you think? What do you think of what's going on?
With everything, well, it's obviously not helping the movement, because at the end of the day, and we've had many conversations about this, the real enemy, okay, foreign and domestic, all that stuff. While all this is going on, what do you think the other side, the left, is doing? What do you think Gavin? Notice how Gavin during this, nice and quiet. You guys go ahead, eat each other alive, all of you. And who else, Adam, knows what's brewing? And I get it. And I already know some of the audience will be like, how? Oh, you guys are moving on. It's not about the midterms. No, listen. There's the guy that allegedly shot Charlie, God rest his soul, is in court. We're going to find stuff out, okay? Yes, I have questions. The George Zinn, who the hell was that guy? Who was he working for? Don't even try to act like that guy wasn't involved with the situation. So there's a bunch of layers, and God willing, I have hope they're gonna figure it out and let people ask questions. Okay, what it's doing for us? Thank God, JD Vance, at least, bro, at least. 'Cause I know Nick and all these guys. Oh, Palantir, he puts like 9 different connections, his father's uncles. I don't give a damn. Thank God JD went out there and said, hey guys, enough of this nonsense, enough with transgenders, enough with the fighting. It's America, okay? Stop, focus, all this soap opera crap that's happening, focus on the thing at hand, Pat. And I hate this. Ben Shapiro, by the way, Ben Shapiro, when's the last time he even did anything with Turning Point? He's not involved with Turning Point. Him and Charlie, it's not like him and Charlie were boys. They didn't hang out all the time. And you know what it is, Pat? It's the common denominator. And why he's losing all these subscribers, I think the big common denominator, and what started with Candace, why did Candace get fired from Turning Point? I mean, I'm sorry, not Turning Point, Daily Wire. Her comments she made about genocide, and this all goes to Israel and Ben, yes, he loves America, but he's hardcore Israel. And the common denominator with Tucker and Candace and Nick and Megyn Kelly, they criticized, obviously some more than other, Israel, and Ben is hardcore Israel. And shame on him. You open up Turning Point, you haven't been there in years, and you crap on everybody there. Enough of that, okay? America first. Talk about us while the slithering snake, Gavin Newsom, is waiting. Pat, he's in the grass, drooling and waiting like the snake that he is for these opportunities. And it's going to be him, and I believe it's going to be J.D. Vance. Okay, enough already. Enough. And it's splintering them. Because that's everybody's just eating each other alive, and the other side's like this. The Jasmine Crockett's, the AOCs, the Bernies, the Gavins, they're laughing their asses off. And if I hear another person go, all y'all care about the midterms, let them flip the House, let them flip the Senate, and then when Gavin Newsom wins and they open the border, I don't want to hear none of you complain. I don't want to hear one mouth open, because that's what they're going to do. And we're going to get to Georgia. They openly cheated. That's the biggest story, and nobody's talking about it. You know what people are talking about? Candace said this about Ben and Megyn. I don't even care. I don't care, because the first order of business is going to be open the border, transgender push, and we're going to go back to 4 years ago. Okay? Enough. And I'm tired of it. And Ben should grow the hell up too. They're all at fault, but Ben's one of the main ones. He needs to shut up or represent the country.
And he didn't even support Trump at first. And Pat,
he hated Trump. He said it on camera.
You asked what the party needs. I think what they need is like a common enemy that we could all agree on. I mean, like, think about when the year of the election, everybody who was even slightly conservative or even independent unified together and said the most important thing in the world is getting Trump elected. So, right now it's like, what's the most important thing in the world to the Republican base? And I don't think we have any idea.
It's the fight against Tucker, Nick,
but you have to realize, though, this is why it goes to me to a basic thing like this. Everybody in the Republican Party needs to buy this book called Barbarians to Bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Okay? And let me explain to you why. It explains what every organization, society goes through if you're not too careful. Mark Twain once said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Okay?
Oh, wow.
Which, if you go a little bit lower, go a little bit lower, go a little bit lower, keep going lower on the third page. Go to page 3. This page is the most important page of what's going on in America right now. Okay? It shows how everything gets started and how everything falls and disintegrates. Okay? Number one, it's what? You have a prophet. Who is the prophet of Turning Point USA?
Charlie.
Okay, Charlie Kirk.
Bingo.
Who's the prophet of America? George Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Benjamin Rush, right? Benjamin Franklin, Jefferson, Adams, those guys. Then after the prophet, you have barbarians. Barbarians are the ones that are willing to go out there and do the work, the nasty work. The campus. I'm going to go to the campus and I'm going to do debates. Crowder's a prophet and a barbarian. He went out there sitting out. Charlie's a prophet and a barbarian. He went out there sitting out talking. Then you bring builders and explorers. These are people that build companies. They build media companies. They build alliances. They build partnerships. They build things that create opportunity for others, which is what you need. And then that becomes reliance on principles and processes. Then shows up the administrator, the bureaucrat, and the aristocrat, and it's gone. And a bureaucrat, an aristocrat, is somebody that's been around the space for too long, that they automatically have trust because you've been watching them and listening to them for 20 plus years. And you think they're it. And you know what is the only way to save this fall from happening? A synergist showing up. You see that all the way in the top? That's a synergist?
Yeah.
Last night we're having dinner. We have family over, and we're having a conversation. Can you tell me, Charlie Kirk, did he ever call out Candace Owens?
Not by name,
No.
but he
did. He did. He said, I don't agree with some of the things, but did he ever disrespect?
No.
No. Did he ever call out Tucker Carlson? Did he ever call out and disrespect any of these guys?
No.
Did he disagree with them?
Yeah.
Did he disagree with Ben Shapiro? Did he disagree with some of the things Israel was doing?
Yeah.
Yes. But Tucker was a what? He was a synergist. Today,
Tucker? You mean Charlie?
I'm sorry, Charlie was a synergist.
Charlie was, yeah,
If
exactly.
you sit down today, now that Charlie, the synergist, is not here, everyone's lost control. Everybody has lost control. The other night, my wife's hosting some of her friends over at the house with Bible study. Anyways, they're doing their thing. They're having their food. They're laughing. And I come in. There's like 20 cars in front of our house. My security freaks out. He's thinking something's going on. I said, no. I think there's something. I think Jen told me. And I forgot, obviously. I forget we had some. And I come in. This lady walks up to me. We start talking. Very nice lady. She says, oh, I see the shoes you're wearing. She says, are those the shoes you've worn 3,000 days in a row? She says, after hearing you talk about it, that you've been wearing it for so many days, I eventually bought one for my husband. So guess what, folks? You know what I'm wearing today?
3001.
Let me tell you. When I tell you, since September 9th, September 10th, I've worn this every day except for 3 days. I'm not kidding with you. It's the most comfortable shoes in the world. It's the product that you see us talk about every single flipping day, but today's special. Let me tell you why it's special. You know what just showed up?
Nice.
The whites
Ooh-wee.
officially showed up to our factory.
Flats.
First time ever. And the navy blues showed up. First time ever. By the way, this is now on our 4th order because they sell out. So if you're somebody that's wondering why are people loving these FLB shoes, you may want to watch this video and find out for yourself and then go place an order for someone you love. But this white one just came. Absolutely sick. Look at the bottom of it with the FLB on the bottom. Watch this clip, and then we'll take you to VT Merch, and we'll go from there. Go ahead, Humberto. To create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. There you go. Humberto, do you want to go to vtmerch.com? Oh, you're wearing it today. Good for you. By the way, there's nothing like wearing these shoes and you're sitting in a boardroom or in a conference room or anywhere at dinner and you put your feet like this and everybody sees it and they say, you got to be kidding me. Go all the way down. Remember, these are 100% made in Italy, 100%. 5 factories with the on-cloud foam on the bottom, the super foam technology on the bottom, so it's comfortable and light when you wear it. And if you compare them to the Berluti, Ferragamo, Zegna's, Gucci's, the price difference is insane. So if you haven't placed an order or two, the list we get of people that are buying, I can't say the names until these people wear it. You would be amazed who's ordering these shoes for Christmas for themselves and their families. Go to vtmerch.com, place an order or two, one for yourself, one for somebody you love, or maybe your husband, someone else you got out there, so they can wear the FLB shoes. The white and navy blue is here. The sizes, if you're wondering what's already been out, size 13 sold out. For navy blue, these are not available. Size navy blue, oh my God. It just goes very quickly, okay, on what sizes are there. But go place your order. It'll tell you when it's going to be delivered. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.